Bodili, and welcome to Something Edible. You know, just down the road from where I live, okay, well, not just down the road, it's about an 8-hour drive, but if you go straight down I-70, you're going to run into some fabulous looking country out there in Colorado, and they grow fantastic peaches. And so every year, I'm always excited to see who's coming back from Colorado with those awesome Colorado peaches. This year I went a little overboard. I brought back about 50 pounds, and I'm still trying to use them all. But, you know, they keep really well when you put them in the fridge, and I got some really nice peaches this year, these big Angelus peaches, and they're good for eating out of hand, and they're also great for making a fresh peach salsa. And the way I do it, we put some chipotle chilies, and we put some cilantro in there, and even a shot of tequila. It's pretty good stuff, and it's great on top of a chip, and it comes together really quick. So let's make some peach salsa. There's a little prep work involved before you get started on this stuff. I'm using shallot for these. You can also use red onion. These I got out of my garden. They're kind of a booger to peel, and they're a little bit small as far as shallots go. So I'm going to use 2 of them, but one nice grocery store shallot should work. Or you can use 2 tablespoons of minced onion as well. Just mince them up fine. We'll also need a couple tablespoons of fresh cilantro. You can use a tablespoon of the dry stuff too, but don't be afraid to get some of those stems in there. The stems actually taste pretty good. As long as you mince them up fine, nobody's going to care. So into that bowl we're going to add our 1 large or 2 small shallots, and we're also going to add our 2 tablespoons of cilantro. And then to that we're going to add 1 canned chipotle chili minced up. And then we're going to add 3 cloves of roasted garlic. Roasted garlic's as easy as falling off a log, so you should always keep some in your fridge. You got the barbecue grill started up? Throw some garlic on there to roast. So then the next thing we're going to do is a 1/4 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You got a mill like this, it's about 10 turns. Then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of honey. My recipe calls for raw honey, but I don't have raw honey right now, but I do have this awesome Alaskan fireweed honey. You just want a honey that has a nice, unique flavor profile to it. That's really all you need. All right, and along with the honey, we're going to add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and a tablespoon of malt vinegar. And it's not a party unless someone brings the tequila. We'll add a tablespoon of that too. It's kind of optional, but it actually works really well to move some of the heat and spices around in there. So you'll notice if it's not in there, even if you don't know it's tequila. So I'm going to give that a whisk right now. If you've ever made salad dressing, you'll notice that this looks awfully a lot like a vinaigrette. It's because it is. The proportions are just a little bit different, but there's enough acid and sugars and things like that in there that when we chop our peaches up, they're not going to go brown and yucky on us. So now that our vinaigrette's together, it's time to slice up some peaches. And last but not least, we've got about 1 pound of peaches here. These are Angelus peaches. I don't know, I got little mitts, so these look even bigger, but they're awfully big. 2 of these is 1 pound. And I've even had Angelus peaches that you get 1 pound out of a peach. It's pretty crazy, but you know, put them on a scale, weigh them out, and see what you do. Sometimes it might take 3 or 4 peaches, but for these big Angelus, you're looking at 2. And these are freestone peaches. You really don't want to do this with a peach where you can't knock that seed out. So look at that, that comes right out. perfect. Let's dice these up. All right, you notice I didn't peel these. It's not a big deal. If you don't want to peel them, don't peel them. If you want to take the time to peel them, there's plenty of instructional videos out there to peel these things. You can do that. And if they get really big, if you don't like your peach pieces that big, you can do one cut through it, kind of like an onion, and then just knock it out that way. See how I left some of it attached here at the end? If you're having problems with your peach slipping around, you can do it that way too. Who knew onions and peaches sliced up the same, huh? Right there. Yeah, you don't look good. Pound of peaches. Vinaigrette. Into the bowl. You can smell the tequila in here. It's pretty good. And you want to move quickly on this. Your peaches will brown, and that's why we put the vinaigrette together first, remember? Okay. Give that a toss. And really that's it. You could start eating this now, as soon as it's all mixed together, or you can let it sit for, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes in the fridge and really let those flavors meld together. I like to do that, but either way, it's going to be pretty good. All right, got me another spoon here so I don't double dip. Put this right here. I got to try this stuff out. You know, this is really good on grilled stuff too. I got a link on my website to a homemade brat burger, and this stuff works fantastic on top of pork. Grilled pork chops, brat burgers, whatever you like. So try a little out here. It's kind of a tiny chip. Oh well. You know, a lot of people think, when you think of peach salsa, you think of something way too sweet. We didn't add any sugar to this. We actually added salt and vinegar and tequila and things like that to actually temper the sweetness of the peach. But, you know, with a peach being fresh like that and not swimming in syrup, it doesn't get overly sweet. It's perfect, just like this. I gotta give me another one here. The smokiness of the chipotle goes great with the peach. If you've never had like peach and chili together, this is a good way to start. So if you got a couple of fresh peaches sitting at home and you want to try this peach chipotle salsa, you can log on to hdnews.net and check out the recipe there. And I also have all kinds of details for you and everything at my site, somethingedible.com. And if you have any questions about peaches or cilantro or tequila or anything else, you can hit me up on Twitter, ask me a question on Facebook, and remember, I'm pinning on Pinterest too. I might be one of the 10 guys doing it, so come check me out there too. So until next time, hope you enjoy the salsa.